Hello again. A little disclaimer, my videos solely share life experiences for you to make better life decisions, and it doesn't replace to consult a specialist such as a doctor, a psychologist, a psychotherapist, or anybody alike. It's getting dark here, and I was about to read the comment below my last video, and someone complained about the translation of it. All right. I mean, of course, this video is not the exact translation, but I want to summarize the bottom line of my previous video held in German. So therefore, here we go. Of course, the vibes are different and I don't have a script, so I'm just gonna try to give a short summary of what I said before. So I'm always amazed at all the efforts, time, money people dedicate to navigate through someone's bad behavior. So talking about like narcissism, I don't like labeling, but I mean with the label people can find my videos, and with the label people can narrow down what I'm talking about. So bottom line is we all come down to this earth with a set of tools, but also with a set of preconditions. So like, let's say genetics, right? So if doctors tell you that there are certain diseases you can inherit from your parents, grandparents, etc., from your family heritage, how is it possible you can't inherit other factors than solely diseases? Like I'm talking about trauma. I know that I've read a lot about trauma. I've read a lot about inheriting trauma. I have blogged with others that talked about these conditions, and so we all come to this earth with a set of conditions, preconditions, conditions, whatever you call them. So none of us are being spared of these conditions. We either inherit them, and in addition, or we are somehow facing trauma during childhood or even adolescence phase, and we are not equipped with the right set of tools to face the trauma, to heal the trauma, and so forth. So there's a recent YouTuber I discovered. Her name is Dr. Julie. She's a psychologist, and I love the way she explains trauma. Anyhow, so we all face certain preconditions when we come to this earth, and we all do. So there's not one person who doesn't have like either inherited or facing trauma in this life. So bottom line is we face same or similar experiences, and there are two set of people. The strong ones somehow figure out how to face their traumas. I mean, I'm not telling you here that I, did all the healing, but I'm trying to wake up to understand what kind of trauma I've been through. So the people, um, the set of people that have understood that there is no way out, either you're going to repeat the same or similar experiences over and over again, or you're going to sit down and have a serious talk with yourself. So, this I consider the strong people. It's obvious that facing your own traumas is a delicate, a very sensitive, and a very difficult topic to do, and it's a continuous process. I mean, only because you understood that there was trauma at one point in your life doesn't mean you can heal it like instantly, like a quick fix in our dopamine oriented population nowadays. But I still consider these people as very strong people, because it's an inside work. Nobody sees that. Nobody will applaud you. Nobody will support you, and you're alone with this process within. You can seek advice. You can read books. You can go to a hopefully good psychologist or psychotherapist. But in the end of the day, you're alone with this trauma and trying not just to understand from a mental point of view, but process it through your system and try to heal it emotionally. So, strong people. And then there are the ones that face, the same type of trauma, either inherited and facing trauma in this lifetime, or just facing trauma in this lifetime. But I don't believe that this even exists. It's always a combination of both inherited trauma and also facing trauma in this lifetime on top of it. Well, they try to not look at it. They try to ignore. They try to numb it through alcohol, drugs, staying busy, whatever, sports, yeah. They're trying to put a band-aid on it. Referring to Dr. Julie. Just go check her out. It's really an awesome explanation of what trauma is. Anyhow, so I consider these people as the weak ones. They understand that they are not gonna get applauded for doing the inside job. So what they do is externalize and getting distractions in the outside world, because they need constant validation for their being, just being, not doing anything but being. And yeah, that's the weak side of the population. Well, this definitely was not a summary from my previous video. See, no summary. So what I'm gonna tell you is now a short summary is I try to explain that I don't understand why the strong ones focus on the weak ones. Bottom line, that's it. That's the summary. That's the explanation. There are plenty of books out there about narcissism, all kinds of mental diseases, mental illnesses, borderline, schizophrenia. I don't know what else exists out there, psychopaths, sociopaths, etc. And then there are plenty of videos out there, plenty of TikToks out there, plenty of blogs out there, plenty of whatever out there. How I find it ridiculous how to deal with a narcissist. I couldn't care less. I just couldn't care less, and I don't understand why you care. I just don't. The only thing that I care about is understand what exists inside me that first attracted that kind of person into my life. What kind of wound do I have to attract that type of weak person into my life? And second, understand what it meant for my life. What it meant during the situationship in my life, and what it meant when the situation finito, finalized. That is what attracts me to this topic. Other than that, I don't care. There are plenty of websites, plenty of psychologists, psychotherapists, doctors, professors out there who focus solely on the factors of a narcissist person and how to deal with them, how to understand them, and how to whatever. I don't care about understanding a narcissist. My brain wires don't function like that. I have a connection between my mental activity and my heart activity. Non-existent in psychopaths and narcissists. And that is the only information I need, full stop. If I deal with someone like this, like a zombie, that's the only information I need to cut it out. Why explaining where they are coming from, why they are like this, and what triggers them, and how to do with the triggers, and how to deal with them, and how to blah blah, and how to, return revenge back, blah 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 blah. I don't get it. That's waste of your lifetime. Don't you understand? That is a waste of your lifetime. And if you start pointing the finger at them, well, there's a saying, 4 other fingers point at you. So isn't it important to understand yourself better than to understand someone who shouldn't be part of your life? So why would you need to understand someone like this? Why? For what? What reason? What reason? I don't want to understand a psychopath, and I don't care less how they think because I will never understand. So why do people waste their lifetimes? I don't get it. I don't get it. My YouTube channel, I started initially because I had a zombie in my life. And I wanted to educate people. Yes, education, yes, but not about them, about yourself. Yeah. So trust your intuition because you got one. They don't. They operate from this awareness, and this here is connected to all kinds of, addictions in the outside. Yeah. It can be anything. Yeah, it can be attention. Especially with men, they love attention. Like empty male costumes, whatever you call them, they love attention because they are empty. And the only way they operate from, energetic point of view is getting attention from the outside. Yeah. So that's how they feel good about themselves, because they have not done the inside job. So is that so important to understand? It is much more important to understand where you are coming from. What made you fall into that trap? What made you endure that? What made you, stay in that situationship? Yeah. And what does it reveal to you about yourself, your own trauma, your own wounds? So you can heal them for good and just move on with your beautiful life. These people will not have a beautiful life. They don't operate from the heart space. And if you don't, as a human being, if you don't operate from the heart space, you are in hell. You are already in hell. Yeah? All right, 15 minutes, peeps, and it's getting dark, and I got something better to do than understanding a zombie. So that's why. Good night. Have a nice weekend, and have a nice life. Think about yourself, not about the zombie in the zombie land. Bye for now.